We are back on BuzzChomp.
Make sure you're subscribed.
Thank you. Oh yeah.
Sorcery 4 mobile game. The fourth and final installment of the Sorcery mobile game series is out, and it is just unbelievably awesome. I have a sweet spot in my heart for role-playing games, and they are so much fun on mobile. This game mixes like the classic reading text-based RPG with you get to cast spells. There's an immersive world, such great music and characters, and so many dimensions to the choices you make. And the best part about the Sorcery series is that every game before it, you could import your characters, your experience, your gold, the spells you've learned, and every decision you've ever made into the most recent version, number 4, and that's how you start entering Mumpang. I just couldn't jump into Sorcery 4 without replaying number 3 right before it, so I went back, I killed all 7 serpents, and now I'm going to find the Archmage to take him down and get the Crown of Kings for myself, and he doesn't know I'm coming. This review is based solely on the fact that the Archmage doesn't know I'm coming. So if you did not kill all the serpents, or you alerted him to your presence, shame on you, and you're probably having a very different experience than me playing, because he knows you're on his way, he knows you are on your way. I'm a female in my game, I played a female character. If he knows you're coming, man, you're going to have a tough time, because there are a lot of guards in this capital city here. Number 4, it's kind of amazing because it breaks itself into 2 pieces, right? So you're outside the city, and you got to figure out how to get in. And then once you're inside the city, you got to figure out how to get into the even closer section. And then you got to figure out how to take down the Archmage and get the Crown of Kings. Oh. There are so many different levels and layers to this, right? And replaying number 3 right before it really set the stage for me. Because these games are meant to be paced, meant to be take your time with them. You're reading this incredibly well-written story as you make your decisions. You have so many spells to cast, and honestly, you need to cast them, and you need to try spells out and fail at them, and then try a new spell, or use this and use this. So you're managing your stamina so you can always cast new spells. Another main reason I wanted to replay the other one, because I wanted to enter this fourth and final installment with a ton of magical items so I could cast all these awesome spells. You need to be able to levitate and hover up into the air. You need to be able to throw stone dust at people and petrify them. You need to be able to have these special magic rings to cast these really obscure spells, because they're going to come in handy, like opening locks, opening doors, detecting danger. All of these things need to be accomplished. It's an RPG. Because you're a sorcerer, you are not intended to be fighting every enemy. Not traditionally, at least. If you've ever played an actual pencil and paper RPG, you got to find clever ways to defeat your enemies without going head-on brute force. It's the same way in this RPG. Sure, you have to fight people with sword, and there's a huge strategy to every enemy you face, whether it's a jaguar or a guard or a centaur creature. There's all these different creatures, and everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. But if you can cast the right spell leading into the battle, you may defeat them before you start, or you're going to come in at a huge advantage. And this is the key to Sorcery 4 especially. A few of my favorite moments in Sorcery 4 thus far. There was a centaur creature that stumbled upon me, or me upon it, and I played it cool. And they took me back to their secret compound, and I got all this information on the Archmage. I highly recommend spending a lot of time around the city of Mumpang before you head into its walls. Because once you cross that threshold, you can't rewind time anymore. You can rewind time back to before you went in, but you can't rewind a decision or two. Your decisions are permanent, your decisions are final. Now granted, you get far enough around, talk to the beggars. There are 2 key beggars in that city, and one of them is going to teach you a spell that anytime you die, you are undead, re-dead, reborn. I know my first instinct was, ooh, don't talk to people because you don't want to alert them. No, there are a lot of people worth speaking to. I joined this really weird gambling-based monastery, and in consequence, I got monk's robes. So then I'm in monk's robes, and that's a good disguise. There are lots of layers and levels. There's lots of ways to trick people, ways to hide. You can buy stuff if you want. You can gamble to your heart's desire. Lots of weird items to purchase. Some of them good, some of them not so good. This is an amazing mobile game. It's in-depth. It does not require you to be on network to play, so you buy it, you download it. You can play it anywhere, anytime. That is a major win for me. Why the hell should you have to dial up to the internet to play an amazing game? You don't with Sorcery 4. Awesome mobile game. Comment below. Let me know your favorite part of the game, something that I didn't mention that you discovered you loved. Sorcery 4 mobile game.
Tune back in
More from Mandy and Dan.
on BuzzChomp.
Subscribe.
Oh yeah, thank you.